When I tell you the money is coming, yes, the money is coming. And I don't expect you to believe what I'm saying now, because when I mentioned the real price being around 1500, people jumped on me like crazy. When a professional came now and say, hey, this might be between 5,000 and 10,000, a lot more people started to believe, but still, a lot of people are not believing. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them because it's hard. It's hard to wrap your head around this reality. Why in the heck am I looking at $40 in my app, in my brokerage account, and think that anybody who will pay $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 to acquire an AMC share? Well, it's not as simple as that. It's a little bit complicated. I mean, before AMC popped, before GameStop popped, do you have did you have any clue as all the manipulation, all the dirty tricks that hedges are using through ETFs, through stocks, through bonds, through rates, through media? You have no clue. You have no clue. So again, I'm not blaming anyone who is not believing that those price are the exact share price. But if you do a simple math, just a simple math, okay? Why people still buy and hold day after day, week in, week out, and we still dip? We don't have any clue on the shares around synthetics, and I don't want to even get into that because that's not the point of the video. I'm getting a little bit, sidetracked here. Now, back to the money is coming thing, okay? I shared with you today what the Democrats are about to do. They're about to drop a major bomb on the market as a whole, okay? They want to, they're saying that, guys, they are telling people, or they're about to drop a major bomb saying, hey, this shit has to stop. Enough is enough. Now, when they do, okay, it's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be next week. When they do, when it comes to that point where it's due time, where it's payday, you will have to be on the right side of things. You will have to be on the right side of the equation. Otherwise, you will be losing a ton of money. And the right side of the equation at this point is buying and holding AMC. Why? Because we know where this thing is going. We know where it's going. The FINRA has been working on enhancing some of the rules, okay, when it comes to reporting the short positions and all the details around that. This puts transparency, and transparency is not the friend of people using dark pools. It's not the friend of people using dark activities, making money under the table, manipulating the stock on dark pools or secondary book of systems. That's against, it's total opposite. So that transparency, that will bring market integrity. You know why? Because at this point, the US markets are really at the edge of getting crushed if the retail investors lose total faith into the market. Because if they pull out, if they pull everything out, 401ks, pension fund, 529, IRAs, HSAs, individual stock, it's the end of capitalism as we know it. And nobody will want that for now. Not the US, not the Americans, not the Chinese, not the Russians, nobody, okay? It's actually the total opposite. Now, when that transparency comes, do you think they are still gonna continue with that? Because if people are still buying at 40, which I think is a huge discount when this thing should really be trading at, even when you look at the fundamentals that I shared with you yesterday, it's still 50% down from the fundamental value by looking at the FCF method. So, that being said, they don't want to continue dragging this because the longer they go, more people will come in. Even if, media are trying to prevent that from happening, but people are smelling the money, okay? So when it does, make sure you are on the right side of the equation because it's gonna be life-changing money. And I shared with you guys on a previous video how not to go more dumber than you already are when it comes to managing money. Because for a lot of us, we're already smart and we know how to manage and invest and make money work for us. But for others, AMC is probably their first stock ever. So you have to make sure you don't blow this up.